Is the bell rung?
Mid-Atlantic television title is on the line. Chris Lee defending against the former champion, Manny Garcia. Brad Stutts is in the booth with the Native American, Cecil Scott. And huge kick off the apron from Chris Lee. Cecil Scott, we are off and running fast and furious here. It has been a several months long game of one-upmanship between these two men.
Yeah, this one has been incredibly heated for months. It seemed like as soon as Chris Lee finished with Nick Richards, there Manny Garcia was. And of course, we remember at our last event, the illustrious number man upended Manny Garcia.
Two-time television champion number man.
That's right. Whoa!
Look at the strength of Garcia.
Oh, on the apron.
Dropped him on the edge.
Man, that hurts. Right on the edge of that ring. Number man, of course, if you weren't with us, was Chris Lee.
Well, a fast one. Garcia has also had some problems with the Young Lions of the Rising Generation League. Garcia called out anyone from the Rising Generation League. Chris Lee's RGL eligibility expires December 31st in just a couple of days. He snuck in, answered that open challenge under the mask of Number Man, and left with the television championship. Did not expect a couple of weeks ago. I did not. Oh, cover, hang on. Two, I would not have expected Chris Lee to be defending against Garcia here at Battlecade. The champion was shocked. The whole Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium was shocked when Number Man defeated Garcia back about 3 weeks ago for the championship.
Right, and he kind of, oh, man. I'll get back to that point in a moment, man. Manny Garcia bowing up.
Garcia is
Look at the size of him. He's bigger than ever.
Oh, caught him right in the gut.
And to that point earlier, Manny Garcia let hubris get in the way of victory. German?
Oh, no, could not get it. That back went hard against the apron earlier. Huge backbreaker. Great positioning. Cover.
Great move.
Great strategy from Garcia. Garcia dropped the spine, the lower back of Chris Lee up against the edge of the ring, and it's already paid off dividends right there with Chris Lee going for that big German, and he could not get it due to the damage in that lower back. That one big offensive maneuver from Garcia has already paid off dividends, and again, right to the back.
Yes, that's his entire focus, that spinal area. And that's the quickest way to take a man out of a match. Believe it or not, you know, a lot of guys work on the legs, but you take the back out, it affects everything.
Yeah, if you can't stand, you can't throw a punch, you can't throw a kick, you can't pick a man up. We just saw that. Really sound strategy from Garcia.
Nice dragon sleeper.
Working on the core of Chris Lee. That makes it, like we said, that makes it hard to do anything.
That's right, and Manny, he realizes he has a pronounced size and power advantage in this match, as he does in most matches.
Yeah.
I mean, Manny, deceptively huge if you've only seen him on camera. It's a big man. A nice jawbreaker by Chris Lee.
Forearm smash.
Yeah, he's got to string something together. They got a big splash, gonna load up one more time. You see, he was a step slow. The back was out on him, he's a little slower than usual.
On the way here, trying to use that rope. Charles Richardson is right there. I'll tell you what, you know, everybody's got their favorite referees in the Mid-Atlantic. Charles Richardson will not let a conniving individual get away with anything. If I was a wrestler trying to stay within the rules, which is not necessarily who I am, that I would want Charles Richardson as my referee because he will put up with no guff in that ring.
Not necessarily the wrestler I am either. But yeah, Richardson, he will DQ you in a heartbeat.
Back elbow from Chris Lee. Oh, he got caught.
Oh, huge overhead.
Again on the small of the back. Look at the pain on the face of Chris Lee. Again on the small of the back, Cecil Scott.
Right on the back, and man, I thought he would have had him there. What strength and leverage and technique by Manny Garcia, who has just become an all-around pro wrestler right in front of us.
You talked about the hubris of Manny Garcia costing him 3 weeks ago when he laid out that open challenge to anyone in the Rising Generation League. I dare say that in the early moments of this match, Garcia's hubris has been an advantage. He is so fired up by how badly he was embarrassed 3 weeks ago that quite frankly, he is wrestling the match of his life. using that embarrassment as fuel.
That's right. I mean, the one place you can get Manny Garcia that will get his attention is his ego. And that's where Chris Lee got him, was right in his pride and his ego.
Also, Garcia held that television championship for 6 months or right about there. He's got more experience using the time limit. We just passed 5 minutes in this 10-minute time limit match, and good Lord, multiple minutes of it have been controlled by Garcia.
Absolutely, and I would not be surprised if you see Manny Garcia start to try to milk the clock here very shortly.
Does that really play into his advantage in this instance, though? It seems reasonable that Garcia would be granted a return match if he lasted the 10, but you never know.
Right, you know, obviously his game plan is victory, but in the back of his mind, yeah, you take the TV champ to a draw.
You would certainly assume it would get you a rematch, but there's no automatic rematch clause in CWF Mid-Atlantic.
That's right.
Every win or every loss means something. Chris Lee firing away, drove him face first into the canvas.
La Mystica!
Yes, sir!
The tilt-a-whirl into a crossface and an armbar. And great submission move. He's reaching back.
Got him trapped. Oh, shoulders are down, pinfall. Garcia almost regained the belt right there.
Oh my God, what a boot.
Cover again, too. Garcia, I would love to have a shot for every near fall, every pinfall attempt Garcia has attempted in this contest. That's definitely the drinking game if you're watching this at home. Not that we encourage that.
No, we definitely can't play that game on the job here.
But Garcia
We're not Zane Riley.
But Garcia I'm kind of like Zane Riley. He's kind of my spirit animal. Nevertheless,
Your spirit manimal.
Garcia, he kicked up.
Whoa, God.
He caught him.
Oh, complete shot.
Beautiful.
Cody clutch.
Right into the clutch. He's got him trapped here.
And it seems like Chris Lee's game plan has been submission.
Now we will see what Garcia has in the reserve.
And it looks like he got in the ropes.
That long, lanky frame really helped him out there.
Absolutely. Easily 6'4", 6'5", got that long frame.
The line. Quick pace, you've got to think, favors Chris Lee.
That's right, he's carrying less weight, and that is his style. Manny's a big power wrestler.
Going for the traffic jam.
Can he get it on this one? Man, I don't know about this.
Strategic mistake, in my opinion, there by Chris Lee.
Just setting up for that reverse DDT.
Up and over, good move there. Up.
Olympic slam.
Dropped him right on his head.
Yeah, big Olympic slam. I don't think we've seen that from Chris Lee before.
Cover, heads up, two. A little bit too long there in the cover. I dare say that was the back again. Both men down here.
2 minutes away, 2 minutes away.
And time is becoming of the essence, Cecil Scott.
Yes, it is. We just heard the call from Randolph.
Off the top, perhaps. Garcia charges, got close enough, but Chris Lee decided against it.
Loading up that hammer bomb.
Yes, he is. He's beat everybody with that one for months. Traffic jam got nothing. Big punch got nothing.
Wait for that big right.
Traffic jam again, got him with it. It was the traffic jam and the big kick that won him the title.
He's still up, though. Spin kick. Oh, headbutted him right in the chest.
I don't think it was the chest. I think it was lower than the chest, Cecil Scott.
Couldn't tell.
Did you hear that scream that Chris Lee let out?
Well, Chris Lee's reaction pretty much clarifies it for me.
Referee Charles Richardson is really is checking with Garcia. Garcia is saying, no, sir. Chris Lee is hurt bad.
Yeah, that had to be inadvertent, right?
Chris Lee is hurt bad.
Oh, no.
Heads up.
Oh, no. He's loading up that hammer bomb after an unintentional low blow, I think. Oh, God.
Hit him with it. Cover. Garcia has regained the championship.
First defense for Chris Lee. Loses to Manny Garcia.
Garcia is a two-time television champion. He is.
9 minutes or 10 seconds. Your winner by
Did you see that wink?
I don't think that was unintentional.
television champion and happy Manny Garcia.
Garcia has regained the title, but was it an accident or was it intentional?
Based on his reaction, it's hard to say.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
It's okay.